Welcome to Pacific's Weekend Wrap-Up. The Tigers made big strides this weekend, including some breakout performances by freshman Tigers and a historic weekend for water polo. Here's a look back at some of the games this weekend.
Men's water polo had another huge weekend, defeating number 4 Cal 7-6 on national television. The Tigers fell behind 6-4 midway through the third quarter, but Pacific was boosted yet again by the terrific play of senior goalkeeper Alex Malkus. Malkus made 15 saves on the day and held the Bears scoreless for the last 14 minutes of the game. Goran Tomasevic was able to put away the game winner with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Malkus was voted Conference Player of the Week for the second time in 2 weeks, being the first to do so since 2006. This victory marks the first time the Tigers had defeated both Cal and Stanford in the same season since 1993. With Malkus and the Tigers holding steady at their highest national ranking, at third in the polls, the Tigers will look to declare their status as national title contenders. Next week, the nation's elite will meet for the SoCal tournament in Irvine, and Pacific will host a pivotal game against 5-time defending champion USC at home on November 2nd. Taking on perennial power Cal this past weekend, the men's swimming team suffered a 149-104 loss on the road in their first dual meet. Despite the loss, Coach Richardson was proud of his team's performance in the pool as Pacific got some big-time performances.
The men did very well, very well. I mean, you're going up against a team that's won 2 of the last 3 national championships, and they're very, very solid, obviously. But if you look at where we were last year and where we were this year, I think last year we had 2 second-place finishes. This year, I think we had 3 or 4 second-place finishes and 2 victories. And so that says a lot about where we're going.
The Tigers were able to take 2 events from the Golden Bears, including the 200 backstroke, with a winning performance by freshman Curtis Klein. You can catch your Tigers next at the Pacific Invitational October 18th and 19th at Kelson Pool. Field hockey took on a tough 6th-ranked Stanford team on Friday. Pacific kept it close early in the game with a goal in the 15th minute by Emily Tregoning to tie the score at 1. Unfortunately, the Tigers weren't able to get much going after. Final score: Stanford 6, Pacific 1. Field hockey will get a chance to rebound from this tough loss next Saturday the 12th on the road at a neutral site in Iowa against Indiana. Women's volleyball was unable to overcome conference foe St. Mary's on Saturday. Pacific got encouraging signs from some young key players. Freshman Lexi Ellman had a good day, recording a season-high 24 digs for the Tigers. Another standout performance came from sophomore Ann Sophie Bauer, who logged a double-double on the day with 13 kills and 13 digs. This loss brings the team to 9-7 on the year and 2-3 in West Coast Conference play. Our Tigers will hope to get their 10th win of the year this Thursday hosting Pepperdine. The Tigers women's soccer team, playing its first ever WCC match, lost a nail-biter this weekend against a strong Portland team ranked 10th in the nation. The Tigers were led by senior goalkeeper Tasha Long, who made 3 big saves, keeping them in the game the entire time. The only goal of the game was scored in the 59th minute by Portland's Michaela Capel. Pacific will hope to get a big win this Friday facing St. Mary's in Moraga. Pacific Cross Country participated in a 19-team event last weekend in Sacramento. Sophomore Lindsay Worms paced the Tigers in the 5K with a time of 18:36. Coach Jones was pleased with the team, mentioning the girls ran strong. Hopefully, this can be a building block for our Tigers as they look to improve this Friday at the San Francisco State Invitational. Men's tennis had a busy weekend attending both the Aztec Invitational as well as the UC Davis Invitational. Pacific played outstanding this Sunday, going 9-0 on the day as a team. At the Davis Invitational, the Tigers finished 7-0. The Tigers got an exceptional performance at the Aztec Invitational by freshman Miguel Diaz, who defeated Cristobal Rivera of LMU 6-2 and 6-1 in the championship. Junior Denis Stoyarov defeated David Doring of LMU in the consolation final 6-2 and 7-5.
Tigers took some necessary steps last weekend as a whole and are hoping to keep the momentum flowing into this week. We have 17 Tiger matches this weekend. Be sure to catch at least one. See you next week.